All right, if you've been having trouble with your robotic affirmations and your goals have not been coming true, you have not gotten your manifestations, I'm going to give you the secret sauce. Do not click away on the video. This secret sauce will make the manifestations come rapidly, quickly, fastly. It'll be no holding back. You're not going to have it a little bit. You're going to have it a lot. It's going to come so fast, so strong. It's going to feel like someone just waved the magic wand and made it ascendo right in front of you. And the thing here, guys, is you need to visualize. Not a lot of people are using this properly. When I use visualizations, it's usually right after my affirmations, right after my robotic affirmations. I like doing it right when I get in that trance state, because a robotic affirmation, if you do it right as you're getting really tired, it will put you in a trance-like state. When it puts you in that trance-like state, you need to attack the subconscious. You got to attack when it's weak. Because if the subconscious is your enemy, because it is your enemy, it's going to be the thing, it's fighting you. It does not want new installations. It does not want new programs. Your subconscious does not want new programs. It wants to abide by its old program. So we need to attack it when it's weak. So when you're in that trance-like state right after your robotic affirmations, you need to attack. You need to be on the grind. We're not going to retreat and recoup when we got the enemy on the ropes. We're going to charge the castle and break down the walls and make sure this visualization gets in its head. And how I want you to do this, I want you to create a 15 to 20 or 30 second scene in your head. And the scene needs to be pristine. It needs to be a scene where you are the winner and you've always been the winner. The only thing you know is how you won and why you won, and you are in that scene. It's you. You're the actor. You played the role. You're doing method acting. You're trying to live that fantasy, that goal, and that's the only thing you know. You need to forget your real life. The real life is a matrix. This visualization, this affirmation, this thing you create in your head is real now. You are basically here, and whatever's outside is not real anymore. That's how the visualization needs to work, and you need to create it with a little bit of emotion, because emotion is key. The way I install emotion is my kids make me passionate, and my wife makes me passionate. Even though a lot of people can't say the same thing, because I know a lot of people hate thinking about their family. That's messed up. But everyone at work says it, but I don't. I love thinking about my kids. I love thinking about my wife, and I put them in my visualizations, and I make them characters in my movie, and we're living the dream. What I manifested, they're congratulating me on. They're telling me good things. And when I have them, because I use them as a like, it's sad to say this, like a weapon, a tool against my subconscious, and it attacks me. It creates an emotion for me. The emotion I like using is passion, and these people make me the most passionate. They express the most love in me. Love equals passion. So I love them so much, I become passionate about my visualization. I become so passionate that I'm living like this, and I feel this joy and excitement and this passion for the life we're living now, because they're congratulating me. We did a good job. We got a nice house, cars, millions of dollars, and they're congratulating me on all the hard work I've done. And that creates emotion plus the visualization right after you do your robotic affirmations will hammer away your subconscious. Imagine your subconscious is trying to get back up. It's trying to get back up and get back into its old ways, and you just knock it out, and it's flat down on its back now. And now you win. You're winning. There's no way it's gonna come back up, right? Because that's what we want to do. We want to make sure we slap it down and it does not come back up. Your old you does not have time to recoup, regroup, and come back into your life. When you guys use your affirmations, not a lot of people like doing this. I like using affirmations, where I leave, when I do my robotic affirmations, I leave room for my subconscious to supply myself with answers. Because when I can supply myself with answers, I start having more reasons, more subconscious subliminal messages implanted. So instead of implanting one program, I'm implanting one program 50 different ways. So imagine you have a program running on your computer and you opened it up. But now imagine you have that same program. It's a beautiful program. It's the best program ever. It makes your computer run fast, smoother, great. But now you download 50 of them and now you open them all up and they're running and they're cleaning your computer up and making you feel better. That's how these affirmations work. If you ask a question, why am I so rich? Why am I making $100,000 a month? Why am I doing so well? Why does everyone love me? I start installing the answers in my head subconsciously. The answers will not come to me right now, but it's being implanted. It's being ran in my computer. And once it's ran in my computer, it's going to get saved there. And these programs are going to be running and running and running. Instead of installing one phrase into my subconscious, I now installed 50. And that's why I like using my questions. And be very specific and always talk in the present tense. Do not talk in past tense. You say, why am I? Why do I? Why am I? Why is our day right now? You need to do it in the present tense when you ask these questions. Step 3, guys, use rituals, ritualistic items, because they do hold power. We all come from the collective mind, a collective mind. I'm not going to get into this in this video. There's going to be other videos talking about the collective mind, but the collective mind gives power to things like this, or the Vajra. I don't know how to show you guys. Or magic wands. Think of magic wands, or the cross, the Christian cross. A lot of people in the collective mind believe in the power of this item. They believe in stones, tarot cards, magic wands, crosses. The collective mind has decided collectively to give power to these items. So you need to use these items. Pick something you want to use. I don't care what you pick. You can pick a magic wand and do spells, Wingardium Leviosa, and use that. As long as the collective mind has some belief in it, you can use that power. The last and final step, which should have been the first step, but make sure you're doing your robotic affirmations twice a day, and make sure you do it right when you wake up and right when you sleep. No questions about it. I don't want to give leeway. I'm not going to tell you guys you can do it anytime you want. I want you to do it right when you wake up and right when you go to sleep, because these times are when your subconscious is most vulnerable, because you're in that sleep state. You're just waking up. You barely have the energy you can't remember what happened a second ago. You don't even know how you're waking up. Basically, right when you start, you need to train your body and mind, so to the point where as soon as the first thing you do when you have any sort of consciousness is start saying that robotic affirmation. And then you need to train your body and mind. The last thing you do right before you go to bed is say those robotic affirmations, because those 2 time frames is when your subconscious is most vulnerable. When do you want to attack the castle? When do you want to seize the enemy land? When do you want to start the battle? When your enemy is the weakest. You do not want to wait for the entire army to be built up in front of you before you attack it. You need to attack when those guys are sleeping. So we're going to go in the night. We're going to go in the morning, early in the morning, late at night, when they're sleeping, and attack. That's how the subconscious works. You cannot let it regain its foothold, because if it gets that foothold on your mind, you're not going to be able to attack it. So you need to attack it when it's weak. All right, I think those are the best 5 tips I want to give out today. Tomorrow's a big video, guys, because I have a lot of time tomorrow. I'm going to do probably a 30-40 minute video on the entire process. So obviously, somehow, some way, make sure you stick around for tomorrow. Maybe that involves subscribing down below or leaving a comment, and I'll respond to you when I post that video, because this video tomorrow is going to be my most high impact video for robotic affirmations in general. I'm going to do other videos, but it's not going to be on robotic affirmations. But if you're here for robotic affirmations, tomorrow is going to be a big day. All right, so I don't know. That's all I got for you guys now. See you guys tomorrow. Love you guys as always. Keep commenting, keep subscribing. Yeah, peace.